Hey YouTube, this is a negative review of the first episode of Power Rangers Super Megaforce that premiered online just moments ago. First and foremost, this is a very big spoiler review. If you have not seen this episode whatsoever, go somewhere online and find it. And then watch it, and then you can watch this video. By the way, this is also a very negative review. Do not look at this as me trying to knock it. I'm purposely making a negative review of this. As I did enjoy the fact that it did pick up right at the end of regular Megaforce, where the Armada started invading Earth, I wasn't a really big fan of how this actually played out. My main thing I would have to tell you in regards to it felt very forced. I mean, everything felt rushed, and it also seemed as if it was like a low budget fan film, with the fact that they took a whole bunch of the source material from the first two episodes of Go Kaiser and actually kind of mashed it up as if and took everything out of context. I mean, it had a few moments where they use original American footage, but it didn't really. But it felt it just aggravated me how it felt so rushed, and it was trying too hard to make it, oh, we're going to make it an episode and we're going to try to get you all this information about the new powers and everything else, and in a short amount of time. And it's like, we're going to shut this out right then and there. I personally, overall, so far, it should have been a two-parter episode, because then you would have had a little bit easier time to actually put it all together. Continuing on in regards to the negative stuff that I have, it used a lot of flashy action and explosion to distract from the fact that this actually could have been better. I think their whole goal was trying to keep their general audience interested in it. It's like, oh, there's going to be explosions. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, this is beautiful. But to be perfectly honest with you, it was actually poorly done. They had constant exposition during the time of them using the Super Mega mode, which is not really a mode, if you ask me. It's just them using a different Sentai and putting it all together, and it was just terrible at that. What they did is, as I mentioned before, they used Gokaiger, and the things that they used were the keys that was lying on the walls, if you ever seen Megaforce at all. And while I did enjoy the fact that they're actually using that, first and foremost, Super Mega Mode should not exist as a separate mode. They should have had separate Rangers, and that should have been them all together. Another thing that I also didn't like about the whole exposition during the Super Mega Force actual usage, it felt, all those expositions, it felt like it was forced. As I mentioned numerous times before, I cannot stress that enough. It was to the point that it felt like they were trying to alienate their audience with the exact same thing that they're trying to bring in the audience to try to help you understand how they're even using this. And another thing that was also thrown into there with the exposition is like, wow, it really takes a lot out of you, basically trying to cover up the fact that the characters cannot stay in the transformed super mode of all the other Ranger forms. So that was, yeah, it's great that they're covering their rears in regards to that, but it was just terrible. It was just poorly done. And like I said before, it should have been a two-parter. And all in all, this felt like a letdown. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to put this negative review out there right off the back. You can go ahead and say all you want to say in the comments, and about the fact that you hate that I spoiled this for you, or you didn't like my negative review. This is intentionally to be negative. I mean, yes, I do enjoy it a little bit, but at the same time, I just saw the negative, and I want to just shatter that reality before everybody starts saying, "Oh, it's the greatest episode ever." No, it is not. Not at all. But thank you for listening to my rant, and I'll talk to you guys sometime later.